Okay, Jason, Mike has heated up a cup of water that he filtered out of the refrigerator, and then he's going to put a level scoop of the goat's milk into the water. And then he's going to stir it with the whisk. The scoop we use is the scoop that came with Puppy Gold. I think it's down in the bag when you get the bag of Puppy Gold. So if you don't have one, I'll try to measure it out for you.
I got 3 over here.
Okay, good. And then we add a full scoop of the Puppy Gold into it. Stir that up real good.
Those are the 2 things that clump the worst.
And then you add a tablespoon of Dine. And that's when you get the rice cereal out. When you start putting it in a little bit at a time until you sort of get the consistency of liquidy cream of wheat. And then in here, and we do the Nuvet. I usually do 2 scoops of Nuvet per one serving, and it's the little scoop that comes inside the powder.
And it'll be this brownish color. That's when you kind of know you got everything right. And this stuff you'll think it's too watery to start with, but as it sits up. That's why it's good to put it in a ceramic bowl. It'll stay warm longer. And when they're little, you want it a little bit more runny than you do as they get older. Because when they're small, you get it too thick, they can't swallow it and it's too gooey. And that's about, yep, that's right. That's about the consistency of it. And then the other thing that I do is I'll take a separate Tupperware and warm the water up and put a washcloth in it. I use that to wipe their face. And the other thing that helps with that, I'd use the big syringe to start with. If you use the little syringe, like a 3cc syringe, the diameter is so small that when you push it in there, it throws it back in their throat and it makes them choke. And the other thing is you want to put it just inside of their mouth, the syringe, but you want to make sure that you're shooting the stuff up towards the roof of their mouth, not towards the back of their mouth. Because if you put it towards the back of the mouth, then you're going to risk the choking. But
and you do, what, 1 to 2 cc's the first day?
Depending on how big they are, about 3 cc's twice a day. And then, depending on how they eat and how big they are, I mean, they'll tell you when they're full. And then I kind of step it up about a cc a day or so if they'll eat it. I mean, they let you know if they're full or not. And some of them are going to fight you and not act like they want to eat, but then after they eat a couple times, they'll usually come around. But this is kind of the consistency that you're looking for to start with. Like I say, as they get older, because you don't have water in there right now for them, so I try to keep it a little bit runnier and it's easier for them to swallow. Now as they get older and they get bigger, I tighten that up a little bit so it's more like pancake batter instead of being watery like this, because they have stuff to drink in there and they'll be able to swallow it better.
Good. Anything else you can think of?
Tastes perfect.
Okay.